Oi, oi, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Gran Turismo 7, and welcome back to all those that haven't been here in a while. It has been a minute, so let's just get straight into the action. Right, qualifying in 6th place. This is Group 3, GT3 cars. We have a selection. We've got the Honda, we've got the Alpha, got the Ford GT. We're seeing a lot of different cars here. I am indeed in the Audi LMS, and yeah, we're about to get underway, so let's get it. So straight away, line of stern. No real moves to be made here. Just trying to avoid the first corner danger as per usual as we just flip on board here. This is pure commotion as we go through the little twisty sections. Again, just spotting all the brake markers here as we get absolutely nailed up the inside by AHR Bailey. But it's early doors, so no panic there. As we switch back to the TV cam, as you can see us all filter through here. Just lining up the back straight, which is one of two main overtaking places on this circuit, Trial Mountain, which is an original circuit which started all the way back in Gran Turismo 1 in the 90s. Here we are all these years later, still driving. Fantastic circuit, throws up some of the best racing you will ever see on this game, as you're about to witness as I dive up the inside, make a little contact with AHR Bailey, which actually gives M Lopez 66 some momentum to get by. We actually drop a position down to 8th. As we're just on board with 9th place here, you can see myself there taking the slipstream. And look at the switch there as I take 2 in 1. Yes, Lopez did cut in on me there. I mean, some would say that was my fault, but yeah, it didn't feel like it from my perspective. Just going on board with myself, looking back as they hunted me down here. Yeah, chaos ensues as we do actually have a car on the inside here, which we're able to just bump ahead of. He's picked up a 5-second penalty for the carnage that he started. So we're actually up into 4th place here. Let's head back to the TV cam. This is a great start. I mean, these guys up ahead are legitimately quicker than me, not by much. We're talking fractions. But we're able to catch on them as they do battle, and other people have fell to the wayside. So up into 4th, let's see what we can do as we sniff the inside there, and we get into the slipstream of the Ford GT, which is a beast in a straight line. As you can see, I'm firmly in the slipstream, and yeah, instead of that gap closing, that Ford always seems to streak ahead. It's the twisty sections where I'm able to make up the time, where my car is a lot faster as we hone in. So again, just want to take this a bit smoothly here. This is a really, really difficult part of the circuit. It's really easy to get off balance and lose control there. So I'm doing all the work to catch up to the leaders. We don't want to do anything silly and throw it away. We want to keep these guys firmly in our sights and capitalize on any mistakes. As Alpha Capri clips the barrier. I don't know where Calivan is going, but probably got on the power a little too early and controlled it a little slide. As we firmly here again in the slipstream. Should probably take Calivan's slipstream as it's a little closer, but we opt to go out wide, coming down the straight here. No moves made. as Capri gets it all wrong and looks like he hits the barrier to boot. We actually picked up a 0.5 second penalty. I think that's for track limits. I really had nowhere to go. I had to avoid the collision, so I think that one was a little bit unfair. We should be setting our sights on first place now, but that penalty, as per usual, will draw us into the clutches of the guys behind. And of the guys behind. Titanic battle going on here. Let's get some of this action as they go hammer and tongs. A bit of argy-bargy there. I mean, those sort of barges there really do get your blood racing, you know. It feels like such an injustice when someone kind of nudges you out of position. But, you know, these cars are... Oh, as Mexit takes a spin. I got the 5 second penalty coming up. So does a mysterious player. So I serve mine, he serves his. This allows RH Bailey to close in on the both of us. Coming up to the straight airs. He takes an extremely tight line there. I think that compromises his speed. Mysterious player is all about that slipstream. It's all up on me as I dart into the pits. Let's have a look at what they're doing out on track as I am in the pits. Line astern, very competitive here. We will bring up the telemetry for you guys and dart back to myself as those tires get changed. So I'm the first one to pit. The idea behind that was I didn't want to get caught up in a battle, and I thought I'd go for the undercut, you know, the old fresh tires, put in a few fast lap times and rejoin. When they rejoin after their pit stops, then obviously I'd be in front of them. But yeah, for the time being, I'm in dead last, first one to pit. Bit of a gamble. It's outside the optimum strategy, as the best time to pit would be lap 6 or 7, I would say. But coming in lap 5 means I'm going to have to manage the tires and probably suffer and be one of the slowest cars towards the end of the race. But it's a gamble. You got to think on the fly. It's a gamble I took, and I'm happy to stick with it. So right now we're just putting in the consistency here, trying to hit all the braking spots as we zoom up on some of the back markers in 14th and 13th. Well, we're not actually racing these guys, but it'd be great if they could pit and get out of the way, or if I do catch them anytime soon. Well, one darts into pits now, Lukey and Tommy, as you can see, dart into the pits. We've got 3 people in the pits, which will allow me to move up 3 places. Yeah, so these guys that I was battling against just darted out of the pits now, as you can see. That's M. Lopez and Lukey. On fresh tires. At this point, my tires are a couple of laps old now. So yeah, I need to get away from these guys, otherwise it could be a problem further down the line. So just darting down the back straight once more. This is actually 6 gears in this car, but as you'll notice, we only select up to gear 5. Changing to the 6th gear here would actually cost you more time, so it's best to stick in gear 5. Similar for this straight coming up here as well. I mean, you could select gear 6, but what I've seen in the time trials is that you always seem to lose 1/10, maybe 2, so we'll just keep it in gear 5 all the way down this straight and hit the rev limiter. as we come out ahead of Bailey, swoop in front of him. Let's go on board with Bailey here. As he resumes behind me, I've got Mysterious Player up ahead of me, and Lopez and Lukey. There's quite a titanic battle taking place. No inch given, but every inch taken if you get the opportunity. As this gives us a good opportunity to look at my driving here. See how I'm getting on. Ozzy goes for the round the outside. That was a bit naughty as he made contact there. Luke, yeah, his rival lost out big time there. But I managed the game. That puts me up to 6, which I'm not going to complain with. On board with Lopez, he takes the inside line. Can he take him up the inside? Yeah, he takes the inside. I take the outside. The outside gives you more speed down the straight. I mean, normally you take the apex, but yeah, I haven't quite worked out that corner. Sometimes you take it tight, it's quick. Sometimes you take it wide, it's quick. It's just one of those corners which is hard to master. But yeah, these two are having a titanic battle here. What's going to happen here? He bails out that one easy. Let's go on board with myself, because I do believe this is my fastest lap of the race. So let's just see what I do here on the onboard. Just feathering the throttle here. Coming in, getting on the brakes early and hitting the accelerator earlier. Avoiding the barrier on the left. Trying to keep it tight near the white line. Back on the power as soon as possible. Swooping. Downhill, hit the brakes. Left turn. Back on the power, avoiding the barrier on the right. Brake there. And then turn in. Upshift. And don't go too far out right there. If you step over the white line on the left, that's another penalty. As we're revving it out down the straight. Building a little gap to the two behind, Lopez and A-Harch Bailey. Hit the brake marker just by the shadow. And then, see, a wider line this time. That battle is the freeway battle there. We'll have a look at that in a second. So this is a fairly short race today. 3 laps left. That's my fastest lap, but let's see what happens with these guys. Yeah, they're not messing about. 3 Porsches. I mean, if you play Gran Turismo and you're in Group 3, I recommend selecting the Porsche. I like to be a little bit different. The Audi suits my driving style, but has pretty bad tyre wear, and I'm not the best at preserving tyres either, so it's actually a bad combination from that respect. But at the same time, I just feel really quick in the Audi. So, but for anyone playing Gran Turismo, if you have the opportunity of racing Group 3, the Porsche is the safe bet. That's why you see so many of them. Actually, let's go see who's driving what. The leader is in the Ford GT, which is an absolute demon down the straight. And then we have second place in the Ford GT. Third place in what looks like is that the NSX? The Honda? Porsche in 4th. Then myself in 5th in the Audi. As we know, we've got 3 Porsches there chasing me down. Another Audi in 9th. Oh, the Corvette, which just sounds gorgeous. Being chased down by the Alpha. As the Alpha sweeps out to the right, goes for the move round the outside, makes it stick. Oh, problems there for the Corvette, which brings into the clutches of the McLaren. We will get back to myself, just having a quick through. So we got a McLaren, okay, and we got another Porsche back there. This guy spun early on the first lap. That's going to be another penalty on top of the penalty he's got there. Yeah, I like the livery on that car. It looks nice. And back to the leader. So let's get back to myself. In 5th, Bottom left, if you see, I took that early pit stop. Bottom left where it says RS with the 4 blocks, that's the tyre wear. My tyres are starting to wear out now with 2 laps left. The guys that pitted after me, if you keep your eyes on the bottom left, you see the bar went up. They got better tyres than myself. So expect them to close the gap. It's up to me to hold on in these last 2 laps with a slightly slower car. But they are closer than they've ever been. This 3-way battle is going to become a 4-way battle. I just need to hang on. As I swoop left and right, trying to break the slipstream, and they follow suit. So let's just go on board with myself, just looking back. Let's just swoop right. I get off the power here, and then I get a bit of oversteer and cut across, which gives me a penalty. Now, I didn't feel like I did anything different there, but it's just a case of tyre wear. Just didn't have the grip to hold on, which gives me a 1-second penalty, which is deserved. The first penalty I got, I thought was unfair, but now this is the second one, which is a 1 second, which is going to allow these guys to get by, which is a bummer because I've been driving really well, and I'm about to lose position here as I serve the penalty. Coming up very shortly, right here. So Lopez goes through, Lukey goes past. You get ghosted when you're on a penalty. They ghost you so you don't make contact with other drivers. Whilst it's very realistic, it's still a game. As we get done here by AHR Bailey as well. Yeah, he's got better tyres than me. Just looking at the tyres. As we slipstream here, pull out to the right. What's going to happen here? Can we get that 7th place? Yeah, back into... Are we back in 6th? Yes, we are, briefly. As he takes the inside line, comes back way more grip than myself. Is able to nudge me out in a fairly friendly way, no complaints. We're on the final lap here. I see my car stepping out to the left and the right. I just don't have the grip. In hindsight, should have pitted a lap or 2 later, but I thought that was the best opportunity to get a result here in the top 3. It hasn't panned out, but no point crying about it. Let's just see if we can do anything in these last few corners here. No threat from behind. Sucking up as much slipstream as I can possibly muster. As you can see, 1.2 seconds down on my previous lap already. Hence the place is lost. But as we come up to the final corner here, a little slide. You see the marbles on the outside there. Too far to pick up any real slipstream. So it's looking like we're going to settle for a solid 7th. I mean, we did this race a few times. We had better results. I just thought this was the most entertaining of the races I've done. So we bring it to you. Realistically, without the unfair penalty at the beginning of the race and without sliding there, I think top 5, maybe 4th place was possible at best, but there you have it. That is the race. Thank you for watching. I have a new microphone now, so I'll try to bang out some more content a lot sooner than it's taken to get this video out. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Like and subscribe.